Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Carter. I teach second grade at Fisk Elementary School, and I just wanted to say thank you for a grant that really made last year a lot easier in areas that should have been much more difficult. The past 2 years have been quite a whirlwind. Constant pivoting, learning new things, learning how to teach different ways. Technology became our best friends, but also our worst enemies. It is so hard to teach when you're not face to face, especially when you are lacking students' ability to use things, manipulatives that help them understand math a little bit better. In second grade, we use open number lines and we use beaded number lines that look like this, that go up to 100. You can't draw these. You can't. They're just too hard to kind of work with without having them in your hand. So I wrote a grant for a beaded number line for every one of my students to go home, and they used them quite often and took videos of themselves using them and sent them to me, so I understood that they knew what was going on. So that was one of the purchases. And the other was sets of three-dimensional plastic geometric figures. And these were essential too, even this year being face-to-face, because the fact that they're plastic, students can actually use their expo markers and count the number of faces by marking them, and they can count the number of edges, and they can count the number of vertices by making dots all over the place, and then it can all be wiped off. So students actually brought these back at the end of the year, so now I have a full class set of geometry shapes for each student, as well as a class set of beaded number lines for every student as well. In the past, we only had like 12, and we would share them, but now we have enough for everyone, and they are essential in second grade. So thank you very much for allowing me to have an opportunity to get something into the hands of my students last year that is going to continue to be used in the classroom. Thank you. Bye-bye.
My name is Philash Alifini. I'm a fourth grade teacher at Hastings. This year, my team got a generous grant to purchase books that reflect our diversity, the diversity we see in our student body, and we got a 1-year subscription to Vocabulary. We have really enjoyed reading these books, and we've met characters that look like us, have similar challenges or life experiences, but at the same time, we've also learned about characters or met characters that have had a different worldview, thereby expanding our own horizons. We've also had a fun time singing, dancing, and learning with vocabulary. Now, here are some of our friends from fourth grade sharing their experience with vocabulary.
Hello, my name is Rohan. I'm in fourth grade in Hastings, and I really enjoy your vocabulary videos. I enjoy it because it makes so much learning happen in the class, and it also does it in a fun way. Thank you. Hi, my name's Tegan, and I'm in fourth grade. Vocabulary helps me because the different graphics help me remember things better. Hi, my name is Tegan. Diverse books I think are important because they show everyone. And that helps us because it helps us learn what different people go through and how we can help. Hi, I'm Stella, and I love vocabulary because they put all the important lessons in songs and it helps you remember them. It's also a fun way of learning stuff. Hi, I'm Stella, and I love diverse books because it's fun to see how other people's lives were and how they live and what their religion are.
I like vocabulary because it helps me learn with poems and like rhymes and songs, and it teaches through various subjects too.
Hi, my name is Celia, and I like vocabulary because it's a fun way to learn, and it sounds like cool. It's just a fun way to learn. I like vocabulary because I love music, and it makes it a fun way to learn. Hi, I'm Bryn. I'm in fourth grade, and I think I love diverse books in our classroom because it brings new stories that we don't. It just gives you like how to see into other people's lives. Hi, my name is Alvin. I'm in fourth grade, and in Hastings, and I love vocabulary because it has so much creative sounds. I love diverse books because they are also so interesting. Hello, my name's Kaya. I'm in fourth grade at Hastings. I love the vocabulary sounds and they're explaining voices and words. And I also like diversity books because they're so cool and interesting. I really like vocabulary because it helps me memorize different facts about things in a song. And I also think that diverse books are important because that way all different kinds of children can see different kinds of people that they can relate to, or they can see how other people are living.
Thank you so much, LEF. Your grant made a big difference this year. Bye.
Hi, my name is Kate Jones, and I'm a literacy specialist at Fisk Elementary School. I want to say a big thank you to LEF for funding my grant, the Orton Gillingham Associate Level Practicum. I started the work in the summer of 2020 by attending a 60-hour course learning the OG approach, multisensory, explicit, systematic instruction in reading and writing, which is especially effective for students with dyslexia. After the course, I wanted to become a certified instructor, so I'm participating in a 100-hour practicum that consists of content seminars and observation feedback cycles for this school year. Currently, I use this approach every day in my teaching, and I'm noticing progress in my students and shifts in my own practice. Thank you for helping me add tools to my toolbox. I'm honored and grateful to the LEF. This work wouldn't be possible without your support and belief in educators. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Sam Shannon. I am one of the PE teachers at the Clark Middle School. Last year, winter of 2020-2021, Clark received a emergency COVID grant from the LEF, to which we used that grant to start a table tennis curriculum. That's what you just saw in that quick video clip. This has been huge for us. With the grant, we purchased 4 tables, along with paddles and balls, of course, and then we were able to add 4 more tables to this point this year, 2 through the PE budget and then 2 through our PE coordinator dipped into his budget. So now we're up to 8 tables. We can incorporate an entire class now. Last year it was social distance learning, low intensity activities, smaller classes because we were hybrid learning, and table tennis fit in perfectly. It was a great thing to add, something that we had thought about in years past, but never were able to kind of follow through. But with the pandemic and the hybrid learning and the opportunity from the LEF with their COVID grant, it was really the shot in the arm that got us moving. Now again, we're up to 8 tables. We have classes of up to 30 students because we're regular learning now, and the kids love it. Bottom line, we have kids who have never played before who gravitate towards it because it's low intensity. It's great for hand-eye coordination, and it doesn't take a whole lot of skill when you're a beginner because you can play against somebody who is at your level. But we also have students who are ranked nationally and who compete at a very high level, and even they can find a kind of a peer group to play. The kids are having a lot of fun with this. We even had some teachers come in, passing by and seeing their students playing, and they jump in and play. We have added this to our WIN program, and WIN is a block that we have 3 times a week where students can sign up for enrichment programs. One of them, they can come to the gym. Table tennis fills up pretty quickly. And then we're hoping to either use this as a before or after school program, kind of a club. And then add also the potential for teachers to have an afternoon when they can play as well, to kind of get the whole school community involved. It has been awesome. We can't thank the LEF enough. again, they got the foundation built with those first 4 tables that we've added to, and now we are off and running, and we are going to continue to do this hopefully forever. So again, thank you very much, LEF. Couldn't have done it without you.
Hi there, my name is Marissa Gable. I am a math teacher and academic support teacher at Lexington High School. For my grant last summer, I was able to, with that money, take an AP Summer Institute course in calculus to prepare me to teach AP calculus. The course allowed us to spend a week kind of revisiting calculus for the first time in quite a while. It gave us the setup for the AP exam, the things that we should spend more and less time on. And they also, as a project, helped us create our course syllabus and some forms that we had to complete for a course audit through College Board. So it kind of helped me prepare for the class and helped me figure out how to better prepare my students that I have this year for taking the AP exam, which will be on May 9th. So everything's going great so far. And I really feel like having this course helped me a lot to see, how to best serve my students and how to best prepare them. So thank you.
Hello,
Hi, my name is Jonathan Ng,
I'm Glenn Allen, astronomy teacher.
and together we applied for our LEF grant for telescopes this year. We have used them in both the astronomy club and in Glenn's astronomy class, and he's going to go over what he uses those telescopes for.
Okay, so the astronomy class, I've tried to tie the telescope use to things that we're doing in the curriculum. We begin the year with observations of patterns in the sky, including phases of the moon. And the telescopes are fantastic for taking pictures of the moon. A number of students have taken pictures with their phones that have been really nice pictures of the moon. We move into the heliocentric versus geocentric models of our solar system. And one of the clues that the solar system is heliocentric, sun-centered, is that you can see phases of Venus. This is something that Galileo did. And you can actually see phases of Venus with these telescopes as well. So that's a nice tie-in. The telescopes work well for seeing the 4 brightest moons of Jupiter, called the Galilean moons of Jupiter. You can see a row of tiny little dots right next to Jupiter in the sky. And so those are some of the things that we've been doing with the telescopes in the astronomy class.
With the telescopes that we got about 12 smaller travel-sized telescopes, and what was neat is they came with a bunch of accessories such as smartphone adapters, as well as backpacks for to allow students to carry them from school and back home. The astronomy club, which I'm the club advisor for, we also use telescopes, and we have on average taken them out about once per quarter as well, here in the fields of LHS at times of around 8 to 9 o'clock. We've actually taken the telescopes out to see the Orion Nebula, which is really cool. One of the furthest one of the furthest objects we can see with our naked eye, but they really start to show up as a nice little smudge of, almost looks like a small cloud underneath the telescope. Next year, we are looking to expand the use of the telescopes as well. Thanks for the grant, LEF.
Hi, everyone. My name is Samantha St Lawrence, and I am an English teacher at Lexington High School. I'm honored to present on behalf of myself, my colleagues, and Principal Andrew Stevens about 2 grants that we wrote in the past school year, both designed to support our 3rd all-school read, which culminated in author Charles Yu visiting Lexington High School. This project was the culmination of several years of beautiful partnership with LEF. We would not be able to do any of these enrichments for our students and staff without their support. But particularly after a year of COVID-related closures and separation as a student body, Our goals for our 2 grants this year were to expand our common reading experience to all of LHS and create community through this shared learning experiences that can anchor our return to school this fall. So first I'll talk about our program grant, which was something that was used to support the work of 27 students and staff featured here who represent interests across 11 different departments and 4 different grade levels. This group worked together last spring and over the summer to create advisory materials for this fall to support our author kickoff event, communications home, and curricular enrichments for all of LHS. And while I'd love to talk about all of what this looked like, I'm going to focus on what our all school enrichments were. This past fall, we ran 2 I-blocks of 30 different options for students and staff to both facilitate and participate in, a sample of which is given here. But these were 2 really excellent days of students being engaged in choice. Again, having that experience of being able to talk with teachers and their peers about a shared book they'd read. And while I'll share student testimonials at the end of this presentation, it was a community experience that I really enjoyed. Of course, our school community grant was used to help fund the culminating part of this project, which was having Charles Yu, the award-winning author of our summer reading book, visit Lexington High School on November 3rd. During his visit, he gave 2 hybrid presentations, one to our students in the school day and one in the evening to our community. And he also visited 5 different classrooms during the day. And you can see that, again, this is a beautiful partnership of LEF's generosity, their willingness to work with students and staff at the high school and across the district, and even with partners in our community. And so while the smiling faces say it all, even under the masks, and when we asked students about how this experience went for them, there were a couple key themes that came out of this poll that we did at the end of our project. Students shared that they learned how role models are important for cultural identity. This book was one that taught them empathy. This student, as an Asian student for this particular reviewer, said that this was something they related to on a personal level. And then Charles Yu himself, again, an award-winning author, tweeted that it was a privilege to be a part of our community during the day. And this is largely, as always, hugely because of LEF and their generosity. So thank you so much for all that you do for our students, staff, and community. And we look forward to more projects in the future. Thank you.